My content is intended for adult collectors of the product, not made for kids. Hello everyone! It seems, I don't really have that much good news. That's why we're starting off with the Pro Series. So the third base is not even Venom Devilos. It looks like it's, well, we'll get to it in a second. For the next wave of Pro Series, as I've covered before, which this one was good, Union Achilles stock and Prime Apocalypse stock. I am completely for that. I think stock releases are the most consistent and make the most amount of sense for Pro Series to do. So for those two, those are fine. Even someone who found them said they seem good enough. And aside from maybe small quality control issues that might happen, you know, whatever, it's fine. Now apparently the third bay, which I thought was Venom Devilos, is Harmony Pegasus. Now, what? Why? It's not even that, it's why send? I was like, fine, okay, like you can throw in Harmony, but you're gonna give it like Goku or Go or So, right? No, why Sen? We already got Sen on Judgment Joker. What the hell? They didn't even label it. There were a bunch of graphic errors on the thing because they put the layer weight on the Harmony. This will probably get fixed after. It comes with Revolve, and it comes with, I think that's, what is that, 10 Expand? It's not even a recolor of Expand. Why not just do the Harmony stock? At this point, you literally got nothing to lose. Just do the stock of Harmony. So that probably means that, well, they better not repeat it now. That better means that if they do Glide Rock Tavor Pro Series, which they should, because that's like an easy stock just to do, it's probably not going to have Revolve. I don't know. It's such a weird choice. I'm also just upset because they could have just like thrown in like the Goku weights. I keep on saying that, and then after I could be like, well, it was Goku. So if these are supposed to be the three, unless it's another update, unless Venom Devilos is in that wave, and this is like the wave after that one, because I don't know how Hasbro's organized. If this is the wave with the three, then either way, Apocalypse and Achilles, even if it has Devilos, then still Apocalypse and Achilles, unless Devilos is Devilos 1. So, you know, moving on from there, because it's just kind of like whatever, but maybe they make it so it doesn't burst as much with the Heaven layer base, because Heaven was very bursty. I do know it's probably part of the gimmick, but maybe they do an updated mold. Then again, TAKARA I don't believe has an updated mold, so I think I'm kind of just dreaming right now for the use of this. Okay, next up is a quad drive. I warned you all. I told you in these Hasbro rants videos, we're gonna go from least to greatest pain. I feel we got Stone Lindworm. Now, obviously, I can just say right off the bat, it's not going to be that good, even for quad drive. The reason why I can say this, and we're not being unfair to QD. I have said this many times that Stone is possibly the worst blade that they ever made. It is, the issue with it basically is that there's too much recoil when it attacks, even on tight stuff. So the unfortunate reality is it's not that effective. I mean, the recolor itself, I think the theme that they were trying to go for makes a little bit of sense. I like the color choice. I don't like limited paint, again. So I have to go, okay, G0's, oh, I think that's the original Lindworm weight, actually. What's the disc? QD05. Oh, it's the, wow, so that's three parts of the Lindworm. So what's TB14? Zephyr? And what's SO1? SO1? Oh, never? Okay. That's weird. The Never attachment is probably better than a lot of the other attachments, but I don't think Never works so well being so tall, so... Oh boy. Oh boy. Roar Balkesh. Throw it up on the screen. Oh boy. So, there is a, I believe, G10 is new. G10 is new, so that's the actual 10. Giga. Now, now the comments are gonna help me out on this one, because I'm gonna pretend for a second that I did not see TS21Q as Edge. We're gonna pretend, okay? Let's all pretend that Hasbro didn't pick Edge. Let's all pretend that Quad Drive's whole performance tip system isn't complete garbage, because I know for a fact I didn't see Edge, right? I know for a fact. There is the moment attachment. Now the thing is with moment, the entire gimmick relies on the fact that there is actual free spin with the actual moment driver. It being that tall, I don't see it that effective. If it is, then cool, but it seems like it's probably not likely at all. As far as roar goes, it looks thinner? I swear to God it does. I think I have my actual roar here. Let me see if I'm not oh damn. No, that's definitely thinner. It looks a little bit thinner. Now it's really hard to tell because of how they did the paint job, so I'm trying to look at this because it's kind of a weird thing. I think they have it where the wings are already out, actually. I don't think they have it perma-fused normal. I think the wings are out, so it's more of a round shape. I believe. It's really hard to tell when you look at that thing because not only low quality, but the paint job is very abysmal, so I can't make out the detail. Let's just assume if it's perma-fused normal, then not good. The recoil will probably kill it bad. It's perma-fused round, then I think it's really just the same boat as Dusk Balkesh, where it's not going to be that good. I remember when they used to do the gimmicks. You remember that? Oh, man. They did this in Switch Strike with Arc Balkesh and there was Arc Balkesh, there was, what was it? Boom Calzar. Bruh, like... Hey, TT already gave it slopes and the rubber stopper. I better see the same for Hasbro. And the biggest abomination that's gonna hit this video is Salvage Valtryek. So there is no fused disc driver. I was kind of hoping they just would. No, instead they did part of shot as its own new QD disc. Hopefully it actually weighs something like 26 or above. It looks awful. Where's the cheek mark for Volt? Where's like the entire paint job for the top of it? We can already tell there's no rubber on that thing. I think that was no surprise, but what I think is the biggest stupidity, the biggest blunder of Hasbro right now, is they didn't even perma-fuse it when it was already awakened. They perma-fused it on the state when it's awful, unawakened. So you're telling me they sat there and decided for the mold that they were gonna make, like fine, it's plastic, but on the bad one? Really? It's gonna suck. We already know it's gonna suck. Not unless they somehow give it the tightest slope known to man. And maybe it'll be slightly better. It has TS20Q. So it looks like for this one it is new. Now what I'm thinking is that the bottom is probably shot before it activates and the attachment is actually when shot activates. That is my guess. But yeah, this looks honestly like so awful. This is on, listen, a lot of people for some reason try to use this point, oh, but you buy Hasbro, so you're not helping. No, I do the reviews to tell consumers what to buy and what not to buy. And I'm very strong with my message against Hasbro. Blame the people who don't want to speak out. Well, I don't want to say blame the people, but I think it's really just more on like the hardcore apologists and those defenders of this stuff, because if people are just showing an attitude against this, like a lot of people showing an attitude against this and didn't buy the stuff, which I've said, then we would never get to this point, because now what's going to happen, and this has already happened, is that they will release a garbage product, and instead of trying to defend the garbage product, they will say, oh, but we'll just eventually get a Pro Series release, as if that absolves the bad normal Hasbro release, because Pro Series, again, at the end of the day, even if it's released by Hasbro, is TAKARA TOMY. Worst quality TAKARA TOMY, whatever, doesn't really matter. It's not the actual thing, so it really hurts me when the stuff gets butchered like this. I'm not excited at all for Salvage. At the very least, at least if it was at the state where it wasn't unawakened, you know, okay, if it was at the state that where it was awakened, I mean, excuse me, because I'm losing my mind on this, then at least I could have said, oh, well, you know, it'll hit okay, but even, I gotta see this, dude, because I'm losing my damn mind, because I think the wings are even modified to, yeah, what the hell's the tip of the wings? Oh my god. Yo, this thing got murdered. Dude, there's the tip of the wings. I'm looking at it right now. There's the tip of the wing. Oh, forget it. Next. Come on. Oh, Berserk Baldura. I already. This 2-pack is literally like no good parts in this thing unless you want, again, another Giga. Like the wave attachments, whatever. There is a new disc on there, which I thought was for Wrath. I thought Wrath Cobra was actually in this wave. I don't know if they're mixing and matching the stuff, and maybe some stuff got pushed later. So, because I thought originally there was Venom Devilos, it was Harmony. I thought Wrath Cobra was actually in this wave, and it looks like it's Stone Lindworm. So, who knows? Who knows? Oh, let's go to this one. So the R, remember when we saw that Salvage Valtryek? I was like, well, dude, why did they do the typo? No, it was Rashad. This literally has the same issue as... This is actually, because when I looked at the original one, I couldn't tell whether or not, you know, he was awakened or unawakened. I saw the Rashad one, I'm like, oh, yeah, dude. Imagine being a Hasbro fan, you gotta see that. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. What's TS18Q? I'm gonna find this out. For the other stuff, I don't... In the comments, you go list up all the parts. The Nemesis... How does the Nemesis actually... Hold on, let me see how the Nemesis looks. It looks okay. It has a good color choice, just the paint job again. Salvage is abysmal. I think they gave it yielding, and I think they gave it the Quake attachment, and I hope they did, because that's really funny. Not in the good way, in the bad way. Let me see. I think they actually did they? We're gonna find out. That's hilarious. They gave it yielding, which is whatever, and they gave it Quake. Oh boy. The only good one to end off with, which is one I think looks pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure Vanish... If Vanish ends up having rubber, then fair enough. Dude, I'm pretty sure even Vanish is plastic. I'm pretty sure. I think Salvage is plastic. I think Vanish is plastic. Because why would they paint it like that? They don't paint the rubber like that ever. I think that's Assault, and that's a... So I think there's new parts on that one. Katana Muramasa, very good design. It reminds me a lot of Hollow. A lot like Hollow. Actually, extremely, like this is borderline Death Scyther. But it does look cool. And it seems new parts on it, so cool. I'll be probably one that like, I don't think it's going to perform well because obviously everything in QD is too lightweight, but I like it. Oh, it's a stamina time. You know, when you think of a sword and everything, when you think of Katana Muramasa, I thought it'd be an attack type, but I guess not. That disc looks really cool though. I like the design of the disc. I really like the design of. So, see, I was fair to at least one of them. Critical on the other ones, but yeah, I have no hope. I have no hope for this. It's just seeing the train wreck that is this. That's it. That's all that this is. Seeing the train wreck of this season. I got no hope for the rest of the beys. No, that's a lie. My last hope is gonna be on Prominence. That's my actual last hope for this one. Let's hope they do a good job. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have an amazing day.